Today we're going to talk about a very important topic in Rust, and that is Rust movement. How the movement works and how to apply it in game. It is something that you need to understand to even play the game, but you need to master it in order to take your game to the next level. It is the thing that separates the pros from the noobs, the H-Tunes from the UKN warriors, the Alvras from the compound bow rats. Rust movement is chunky and often feels like RNG, but if you know how the movement mechanics really work, then you can optimize it to a 100% success rate. Now, enough rambling, and let's see what movement really is and how we can use it to our advantage. So, the most important thing about jumping in Rust is physics steps. Physics steps determines how high you jump, and in this clip you can see me jump with physics steps 30 and physics steps 60, which is the max, and you can clearly see that there is a marginal difference between the jumps. So the second thing really is where you look. It's usually said if you look up, you jump higher than if you were looking down. But after did some testing, I don't think there really is a difference, and I don't think it matters that much. How to high jump over the launch site wall. So first off, high jumping in Rust. High jumping is a really important skill in Rust that can help you get to places where you couldn't normally. It also helps you get behind enemy lines, and it is amazing, just amazing. To perform a high jump, you have to have your physics steps on 60, and then you have to look for a little bit of a bump in the environment. So for example, in launch site, there is this rock on the bottom right of this rock pile that has a bit of a bump on it. Make sure not to actually hit the top of the little steep hill thingy that you're going up, because the glitch only works like in the walking animation, so when you're walking up the bump. To find the bump yourself, I recommend going over it with A and D. It makes it really easy to find it, and you'll feel it yourself. So now you just sprint jump up. You don't even have to you can just walk up the bump, you feel it out. So strafe jumping in Rust, it's really important as well. The perfect place to learn this is on Oxim's gas station, and it's not like it is in CSGO where you hold A. All you have to really do is look around and then hold W and sprint. So that's, yep, it's a bit more clunky, but you know, it does the job. I'm going to show you guys how to do the legendary dome jump. Right, so Dome Monument's a pretty cool monument. There's a lot of loot on here, especially the 4 green crates on top. I do recommend learning this trick on a sandbox server before you do it in vanilla, because otherwise you will most likely die. Like 90% chance of you dying. But if you do learn it, it's a really fast way to skip like half the run. So yeah. This is how you do it. You have your physics steps on 60, and you look at this middle pole here. Then you look at on the right side of it, and that exactly there. As soon as you hit that, you should jump, like this part here. Yep. And to do it now, you just walk up, and you do a little strafe jump. I'd also like to mention that the difficulty of these jumps do grow the further out in the video that they are. So now this is the launch cage jump. It's similar to the wall jump, but in this situation you have to create your own little steep hill. To do it, you just have to fall down a bit and then walk up and then do jump. Now this is the king of high jumps. This high jump is actually insane. I didn't even know that this was possible until one day I did a speedrun on Dome, and to be fair, I don't think it's really plausible unless you know how to do it exactly. It's really difficult. But the gist of it is the same. You have to look for a little bump, and it's a really small bump on this one, but you can see me looking at it, and when you do find it, you do a sprint jump up and you have to line it up perfectly, so like this, and it takes even me a few tries to pull it off, so trust me, it's fairly hard. So this is the hardest jump in my opinion personally. The difficulty of this is actually ridiculous, and if you do learn it, applause to you. But this is how it pretty much works. There's 4 jumps to it, and it is quite difficult. So the first jump really is onto the first window and then right to the second one. Then you have to do a little bit of twist on the pipe, and then you have to do the high jump where you use the pipe as it goes down and then you go up with it and do a high jump. It is really difficult, but now the next one is not. It's the window jump. All you really do is you sprint jump and crouch in midair to do the jump. And now the best part, the best mechanic of jumping in Rust. Not many people know about this glitch, and the people who do know it, they don't know how to actually use it to your advantage. It is a really interesting way to make impossible boosts using impossible airtime as your advantage. Well, let's hit 250 likes and I'll show it to you guys in the next video.